Are you struggling to find quality leads for your business without spending money on ads? This video is for you. Keep watching because by the end you'll know how to generate real leads using AI for free and start building a valuable email list of people who actually want what you have to offer. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favor? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Let's get started with tip number one, which is to use AI to create lead magnets that people actually want. Now, one of the biggest mistakes that most people make is creating lead magnets that are too generic or just too broad. Now, I suggest that you use ChatGPT or Claude.ai to actually brainstorm lead magnet ideas by just asking this simple question: what are the top 5 problems? And then just insert your audience is Googling right now. So there's a question that you can use. And this gives you laser focused, hyper specific ideas. For example, Sarah, one of my students who helps mums with budgeting, used this prompt and created a simple weekly grocery budget template that helped her attract over 300 email subscribers in less than 40 days. And she didn't use any paid ads. She just posted it in 3 or 4 Facebook groups. Now, the key thing that you want to remember is that people don't want more content, or they don't need more content. They just need clarity and outcomes. Now, instead of giving away a 30-page PDF, you can just give them a quick win in 10 minutes or less. You can use Canva.com to turn a 1-page checklist into a beautiful lead magnet. Now, my student Jamal, who teaches beginners how to launch digital products, used Canva to design a 3-step digital product launch preparation sheet and saw 78 downloads in just 1 week just from Instagram story content. Now, if you want your lead magnet to feel more personal, then write it like a DM to your dream client. So you can voice type it on your phone using Otter.ai, or you can use the Google Documents voice tool. This keeps it very casual, very authentic, and way more engaging than just corporate sounding PDFs. Now, Amy, one of my clients, actually created a voice recorded audio guide using Vocaroo.com, VOCAROO.com, and she saw much more engagement than with any PDF that she'd made before. She now uses audio freebies on a regular basis. Now, one smart way for you to actually validate your lead magnet idea is by running a quick poll in a Facebook group or even on a LinkedIn community. So you could just ask this simple question: if I made A and then just insert one-line description of your lead magnet, would you actually want it? So there's the question that you can use. Now, this feedback loop actually ensures that you don't waste any time building something that people don't want. Now, tools like Typeform.com are really good for collecting responses in a fun and interactive way. Now, the thing that you should do is name your lead magnet like it's a product that people would actually buy. So names like the $0 launch guide or the inbox revival toolkit actually work quite well because they promise a result or an outcome. So I suggest you run potential titles through ChatGPT and then just ask it to generate 5 or 6 compelling titles for a freebie based on your topic that make people very curious. Now, if you want some more visibility, you need to embed your lead magnet in multiple places online. So you can use tools like ConvertKit.com or MailerLite.com. Both have generous free plans to create opt-in boxes on your blog, your social media bio links, and even using card.co, CARRD.co, and even within your YouTube description. Now, Brian, one of my students, got 216 subscribers in just 6 weeks by embedding his lead magnet in his website footer, his Instagram biography, and inside his free Notion template. Now, to help you stand out, don't be afraid to give away your best insights and some good content. Most people think that they need to hold back, but trust is really built when you surprise people with just how useful your free stuff actually is. Now, Natalie, one of my students, gave away her best client onboarding email scripts and booked 3 discovery calls the same week just because people were very happy with what she actually gave them for free. Now, I have put together some free training resources to help you build an online income source using AI. Go and click the link below in the description to find out more. Now, back to the video. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to use free AI chatbots to qualify and warm up leads 24/7. Now, most people think that you need to be tech savvy to actually use chatbots, but that's just not the case anymore. Tools like ManyChat.com and Tidio.com offer drag and drop builders with free starter plans. So you can build a simple free question flow in under an hour. Now I recommend starting with a question like this: where are you stuck right now? So you to actually qualify leads gently. Now the magic happens when your chatbot sounds just like you and not a robot. So I suggest that you use ChatGPT to actually write your chatbot's messages in your own voice. So you can just use this prompt with ChatGPT. Write chatbot scripts that sound like I'm talking to a friend. Then you just need to add your own emojis, your own humour and your own personal touches like images and videos to make the chatbot a bit more personalised. Now Alex, one of my students, runs a creative agency and used this trick to actually double her website opt-ins after customising her chatbot's tone. Now I don't recommend you treat the chatbot like an F&Q machine. You want to use it to actually segment and serve your audience really well. So you can set up tags inside the bot to learn about their goals, their struggles, or even their experience level. Then you can deliver content based on those tags. Now Jamal, yes, the same Jamal, used ManyChat to segment leads into newbie, intermediate, and ready to launch categories. So 3 different categories, which actually boosted his email open rates from 14 to 37%. Now a really good strategy is to actually connect your chatbot with a lead magnet delivery. So after they answer a few quick questions, you could say something like, awesome, I'll send you the perfect freebie for that. So this helps you to personalize the experience and helps to build more trust. And you can actually integrate the chatbot with MailChimp, ConvertKit, or even Google Sheets. Now here's something really powerful. You can use your chatbot to gather mini testimonials. So you can ask your chatbot users if the freebie actually helped and collect their responses. So you can use screenshots of positive feedback in your marketing. Now Amy, one of my students, got 9 video testimonials in just 2 weeks doing this, and it boosted her credibility very quickly. So to help you build even more connection, you can add voice or video to your chatbot. Now tools like videoask.com will actually let you ask a question on the camera and get replies via text, audio, or even video. Now Sarah, another student of mine who runs an online course on homeschooling, added a short video at the start of her chatbot and saw more people completing the flow. Now a fun twist is to actually gamify your chatbot experience, so you can add some progress bars, choose your path options, or even just small rewards like extra bonuses. This makes your chatbot much more engaging and not just functional. Now Brian added a quiz challenge inside his chatbot, which led to 63% more people actually completing it. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to use AI to write magnetic social posts that bring the right people to you. Now most people treat social media like a billboard when it should feel like a voice note to a friend. Now I recommend using tools like ChatGPT or Copy.ai to actually brainstorm content based on emotional triggers that your audience feels on a daily basis. Now Brian, one of my students, went from 0 engagement to regular DMs just by posting simple raw lessons that he wished he knew 6 months ago. Now the content that gets leads isn't necessarily polished, it's personal and polarizing. Now let me tell you, you don't need a fancy Canva template. What you want to do, or really want to consider doing, is to share a story that makes your reader nod and then say, wow, this is me. Now Jamal started posting screenshots of real conversations with permission and added his honest commentary, and that alone brought him 3 new coaching clients the first week. Now to help you stand out, you can build a series like a Netflix season. So you can use Google Sheets to actually map out a content arc and just create posts in parts. Now Sarah did a 5-part series called 5 Things I Did That Made Me Quit My 9 to 5 and got shared over 120 times. So people love episodes that they can actually follow. Now a trick that I recommend is to just ask ChatGPT this: write 5 post ideas that challenge myths in my niche. Now for example, you could use posting daily doesn't grow my brand, conversations do. Then just share a story providing that point. So Amy did this and got 67 DMs from one single myth-busting post. Now don't forget to use carousel posts to actually teach in different steps. So tools like Canva or even PowerPoint can be used to design swipe style posts. Now Natalie, one of my students, created a 4 mistakes that are killing your email list carousel. That got her 42 new opt-ins in just 4 days, just from Instagram alone. So if you want to get better reach, I suggest using Captions AI by Flick.tech. It actually analyzes the top performing captions in your niche, and it will give you good suggestions that can help you increase visibility. Now Brian, another student, uses this weekly to test post variations. Now you can increase your leads by ending each post with an open-ended question. So you could ask something like this: what's the one thing that you wish you could fix this week? Or another one might be, do you want my checklist on this? So there's 2 simple questions you can ask, and then you can just drop checklist below. These micro call to actions are really useful to use in your social media. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to use AI to follow up like a human and not a sales bot. Now following up is where most leads actually get lost, not because of spam, but because of silence. Now I recommend using ConvertKit or MailerLite to actually write a 3-part email sequence that feels like a friendly check-in. Now Natalie, one of my students, rewrote her emails to sound like a personal blog update, and her reply rate actually tripled. Now the key thing is to start your emails with a relatable hook and not a pitch. So you can say something like this: this might sound weird, but I almost quit this week. That kind of thing makes people lean in. Now Amy wrote an email like this and had 5 people replying saying things like, this is exactly how I feel right now. Now a powerful strategy is to create email templates with ChatGPT, which are based on your audience's beliefs. For example, you could write 3 emails that help someone stop thinking that they're not ready to start a business. Now Jamal used this and had 18 people click through to his free call link after just 1 email. So don't forget to reshare your lead magnet inside your emails. Some people didn't open the first time, so add it to the PS or just link it to a new bonus version. Now Brian updated his old checklist with a short video and got a 17% click rate just by announcing the new version. Now to help you boost your engagement even more, you can include real-time mini stories. So just talk about a recent conversation that you had, something weird that happened, or a lesson that you have just learned. Now Sarah, one of my students, shared how her kid interrupted a sales call and turned it into a funny email, and she actually got 9 replies. Now here's something I suggest. You want to make your emails very scannable, so use bold text, nice emojis, and use short sentences. Now Amy broke her 5-line paragraphs into single-line sentences and saw a 10% jump in people reading to the end. Now if you want to make follow-ups feel even more personal, then just send some Loom videos. Now Brian started sending 60-second thank you videos to his newest subscribers and saw a huge jump in click-through rates after doing this. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to use AI to create hyper-targeted quiz funnels that qualify leads automatically. Now, if you're tired of chasing the wrong leads, then quizzes can be a game changer, and AI can make them very accurate. Now, I recommend that you use Interact, so try interact.com or Score app to actually build personality or problem identifying quizzes. Now, these tools will integrate with your email marketing platforms and actually segment your audience for you. Now Lisa, one of my students, created a quiz called What's Blocking Your First $10,000 Month using Score app, and it brought her 214 leads in just 3 weeks, all without a single paid ad. Now the key thing that makes quizzes work well isn't just the tech, it's the way that you actually frame the questions. Now you can use ChatGPT to actually help you write questions that feel like a conversation and not a form. Now I suggest that you say to ChatGPT, act like a coach. What would you ask someone who's stuck in, and then just insert the niche problem. So there's the question you can ask. And that's how Jamal, yet the same guy from earlier, built a 5-question quiz that helped him pre-sell 17 digital products, because it filtered people based on their readiness to actually launch. Now, if you want your quiz to convert cold leads, then you've got to hook them with a benefit-based title. So don't just call it business readiness quiz. You want to call it something like find your fastest path to your first $10,000 month online. So use ChatGPT's headline tools or even answerthepublic.com to actually research So you need to do some research for the phrases that people are already searching for on Google. Now Brian, one of my students, changed his quiz title using this exact method and saw his opt-in rate jump from 18% to 47% in just 2 days. Now to help you build a connection, I suggest you make your quiz results feel like a mini coaching session. So don't just label them as type, give them a name, a path, and 1 or 2 things to do next. For example, instead of "you're a beginner," you could say something like "you're a builder, here's how to gain traction fast." Now Lisa used this approach and said people kept replying to her emails saying things like, I felt like you were inside my head." Now make sure that you embed your quiz everywhere online. Don't just keep it on your website. So you can add it to your Instagram link in bio using Linktree TO, and you can pin it to your Facebook profile banner and post it in relevant groups or even in the comments. Now Jamal got 84 new leads just by posting his quiz in a Reddit thread about starting a side hustle, and all of this was free traffic. Now to help you automate follow-up, you can connect quiz outcomes to segment email sequences. Now tools like ConvertKit and MailerLite will actually let you tag leads based on their quiz results. Then you can send super relevant emails that feel more tailored to them. So Brian built a free email sequence for each quiz result, and one of them converted into $600 in core sales for the first week, just from warming people up properly. Now here's something that surprises a lot of people. Your quiz doesn't need to be perfect to work. It just needs to be relevant. Now one of the myths is that you need a big quiz with 10 plus questions, but shorter ones often work better. Now Lisa launched with only 4 simple questions and a single landing page, and she still saw 200 plus leads actually join. Now her success came from making every question speak to a real fear or a goal her audience actually had, and not just random filler. Let's now move on to tip number 6, which is to use AI to turn your existing content into a lead generating machine. Now you already have more content than you think, you just haven't repurposed it in the right way. I suggest that you take your best performing Instagram posts, your tweets, or even your blog content, and then just run them through a tool like ChatGPT or Jasper AI, and then just tell the AI, turn this into a lead magnet checklist, or summarize this into a free guide. So there's 2 simple things you can ask the AI for. Now Marcus, one of my students, did this with a thread that he posted on X that only got about 24 likes, but after turning it into a free PDF checklist about the 5 mistakes that coaches make in their first launch, he collected 312 leads in 6 weeks with 0 paid ads and just using all organic traffic. Now if your content is sitting in videos or live streams, then you can extract powerful lead magnets using AI transcription. So you can just upload your content to Descript or Otter.ai and then just ask ChatGPT to pull out the most useful advice and turn it into an actionable one-pager. Now Sarah, one of my students, took a 12-minute Instagram live where she actually explained her process for getting her first clients and turned it into a downloadable first client strategy map, and she promoted it using a free Canva link in her bio, and she got 97 downloads in 10 days from her existing audience. Now don't just repurpose, you want to also reframe your content to solve one clear and burning problem that your audience is actually feeling right now. Now one mistake that people make is turning content into generic PDFs. Instead, I recommend that you position each lead magnet with an urgent language. So you could say something like, avoid these free traps before you launch, or use this swipe file to book your first free sales calls. Now Andy, one of my students, changed his freebie from how to sell your coaching program to what to say in the first 5 minutes of a sales call, and his opt-ins actually tripled in just 2 weeks. Now you can actually host your lead magnets using free tools, but you don't want to overcomplicate this part. I recommend or suggest that you use Gumroad, Beacon or Google Drive with a simple opt-in form via ConvertKit or MailerLite. Now for your landing pages, Systeme.io is a powerful free tool that gives you clean, conversion-focused pages. Now Marcus used just a Google form and a Google Drive link and still collected hundreds of leads because his content hit a real nerve with the audience. Now the key thing that makes your lead magnet irresistible is the promise of a transformation and not just the tips. It's not the 10 tips for Instagram growth, it's the DM script that landed me 3 clients last week. So make sure you're guiding people from confused to confident, and not just handing them information. You want to give them an outcome and a transformation. Now, Sarah told me what shocked her most was that the more specific her freebie became, the more people actually signed up and not less. Now, you want to promote your content in places that are already warm, that you don't need a huge audience. Now, I would suggest that you post your lead magnet in the comments of your own TikToks, add it to your pinned tweet, or DM it to people who engage with your content. Now, Andy started sharing his PDF guide inside Facebook groups by just responding to relevant questions, and he didn't spam, he just genuinely helped other people, then offered the guide as a bonus. That alone brought in 187 new leads in just 30 days. Now, here's what many people miss: your content becomes a lead magnet only when it's paired with a clear next step. Now, I recommend that you include a call to action that says something like, if you liked this, here's how I can help you more. Now, whether that's a free call, a mini course, or even a low ticket offer, make sure you bridge the gap. Marcus added a 15-minute free session invite at the bottom of his checklist, and 11 people booked within the first month without him ever launching anything new. Well, that's it for this one. 6 powerful tips that you can start using right away. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website, where you can find some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a great day.